Prabha, proprietor of Chalukya Academy. In this session, we are going to see Organic Chemistry Part 3, topic Fuel. Now, first we will see what do you mean by fuel. A fuel is a substance which, when burnt, releases heat energy. This heat energy can be transferred into electricity, which when we use in our daily lives. Now, let's understand why we are taking this topic in organic chemistry. Because hydrocarbons, which we have already done in part 1, hydrocarbons are very good fuels. These are what? Very good fuels. That's why we are taking this topic in the organic chemistry. So what do you mean by hydrocarbon? We are already done in part 1, but still we are revising here. Hydrocarbons are organic compounds containing only carbon and hydrogen. They do not contain any other elements. Okay. Now this definition is very important, dear students, because this definition is asked in IGCSE board for 1 mark. So you should know the definition of hydrocarbons properly. Okay. Next. Now when they can burn in air, reacting with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. Okay. And it is producing what? Heat energy. It gives out heat energy. And that's why it is called what? Exothermic reaction. Now dear students, when you are talking about air contains a main component, that is oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is very reactive. So whenever you are burning any substances in the air, they react with oxygen. Okay, and they give combustion reaction. So what do you mean by combustion reaction? The reaction in which the substance reacts with air or reacts with oxygen. Okay, so whenever we can say combustion reaction, always the oxygen is in excess. Okay, and when the oxygen is in a limited amount, it is known as incomplete combustion reaction. So whenever you are burning these hydrocarbons in the limited amount of oxygen, instead of carbon dioxide, it gives what? Carbon monoxide. Okay, so dear students, please try to understand. In excess or in air, it gives what? Combustion reaction, and it gives you what? Carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is called combustion reaction or complete combustion reaction. But when hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen is in a limited amount, it gives what? Carbon monoxide, and this is called incomplete combustion reaction. Okay, so now here we have taken the first member of hydrocarbon, that is methane. Now what do you mean by meth? Meth means what? It contains only one carbon atom. So what formula we have written here? CH4. Because the valency of carbon is 4 here, so carbon atom is bound to other 4 hydrogen atoms. So the formula is CH4. See, here again we are revising the topics which were already done in part 1 and part 2. So it is easy to link the concepts. Okay. So here I have given you 2 reactions. One is complete combustion, this is complete combustion, and this is incomplete combustion. Okay. So here, that's why now why we are saying that hydrocarbons are very good fuels, because it has a greater or high efficiency. What do you mean by high efficiency? High efficiency means whenever we are burning hydrocarbons, it gives more amount of heat. It means it gives more amount of heat by burning less quantity of hydrocarbons. Therefore, it is known as a very good fuel because it has a higher efficiency. So, you must have understood what do you mean by efficiency. Okay. So, now the next we are going to see here about carbon monoxide. So, carbon monoxide is very poisonous. Dear student, this statement is also very important. They do ask as a give reason that why carbon monoxide is very poisonous. So let's understand why carbon monoxide is very poisonous. See dear students, we know that the hemoglobin is present in our blood. What is the role of hemoglobin? Hemoglobin combines with oxygen which we inhale, and this oxygen will be circulated in our body. Okay, so hemoglobin helps circulating oxygen in our body. But when you inhale carbon monoxide, what will happen? Instead of oxygen, hemoglobin will combine with carbon monoxide, and we will not get the oxygen, and that's why it is difficult to survive. So instead of oxygen, carbon monoxide will circulate in our body, which is very, very dangerous. Therefore carbon monoxide is known as a poisonous gas, and it is also considered as a pollutant. Okay, so now let's start with the petroleum. Now what do you mean by petroleum? Petroleum is a thick, sticky, black liquid that is found under porous rock under the sea. Dear students, petroleum is a fossil fuel which is in a liquid state. It is also called a crude oil. Okay, so petroleum is also called a crude oil, and it is a complex mixture of hydrocarbons. Complex mixture means what? It contains different kinds of hydrocarbons, which also contains natural gas, and we know what is the main component of natural gas? Methane. Okay, now hydrocarbons in crude oil, or we can say petroleum, can be separated by fractional distillation using fractionating column. Now why it is necessary to separate the components of petroleum? The components of petroleum is known as a fractions. Okay, for example, diesel, kerosene, these are the components of petroleum. So each component over here we will take as a fraction. Okay, so dear students, petroleum itself as a mixture is not useful, but each part of the mixture, that is diesel, kerosene, called a fraction, which is very useful, and each fraction has a different application. We are going to see the usage of the petroleum in the next topic. Okay, so next, now in this case we are going to see how the petroleum is formed. We see how the crude oil, that means petroleum, is formed. Basically it is formed by the remains of dead organisms. It is formed from the remains of sea creatures. As they died, their body settled at the bottom of the sea or ocean and gradually got covered by the sand or clay, etc. Over million of years, absence of air, see there is no air. Okay, so over million of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure, they are transformed into petroleum and natural gas. So fossil fuels are also known as non-renewable sources because they take so long to make. They cannot be replaced as they are used. Okay, so from this crude oil or from this petroleum we get a many fraction like kerosene, diesel, or we can say there are so many fractions that we are going to see in the next topic. Now coal is also fossil fuel. Okay, because but it is in a solid form, but in this case we are going to see about petroleum, that is a crude oil.